A claw, narrow, bladed, efficient, slipped through the gap in her armor with surgical precision. One strike, one breath stolen. Lillian collapsed without a word. The room erupted in movement, guards flooding forward, translators blaring confused orders, and biological lights dimming into chaos. The Zari didn't panic. They calculated. And they calculated that Lillian Moore, human xenobiologist and peace envoy, had just been removed from the equation. No one cried. Not yet. 6 hours later, the transmission reached Earth. The Terran diplomatic corps fell silent as the report played. A still image of Lillian's body, untouched since the moment she fell, flashed on the screen. The Zari claimed it was an error in coordination, the fault of a rogue drone acting beyond its algorithmic role. There were formal words, appeals, apologies woven from polite data. None of it mattered. In a quiet lab in Montana, Marcus Moore stood over a soil printer, calibrating nanofiber sequences for a self-sustaining algae field. He didn't hear the door open. He didn't look up until his terminal pinged. The message was short. Lillian Moore, deceased. Incident, Zari Prime. Awaiting diplomatic review. Marcus stared at it. The printer kept humming, unaware. He didn't scream, didn't punch the wall. Instead, he reached out, slowly, and turned the machine off. The silence filled the room like smoke. He whispered, "You promised me you'd come home." A knock came at the door. He didn't answer it. A voice followed, low, careful, familiar. "We're calling her death. Accidental. That's the official line. But off the record, they executed her." Marcus turned. General Elena Yao stepped into the lab, eyes heavy with history. She had once commanded Marcus, had once told him he was too dangerous to be left in the field. Now she looked at him the way people look at sleeping dragons. He didn't speak. "We won't retaliate," she said. "Too many variables. War would cost billions, maybe trillions. Peace is delicate. Still nothing." Yao stepped forward, voice softer now. "She wanted peace, Marcus. You of all people know that." He nodded. Then, quietly, "I do." She waited a beat too long, then turned to leave. At the door, she paused. "I know what you're capable of. I hope you remember who she was." Marcus looked down at his hands, hands that had once dismantled empires. "She was kind," he said. Yao left. He stood alone in the dark. Outside, the wind stirred the dust across the plains. Marcus Moore picked up Lillian's old satchel, still marked with Terran science insignia. Inside it, a folded hollow photo of the two of them at Yellowstone. She was laughing. He slipped it into his coat, and for the first